Hey guys, welcome to another episode. So 2 days ago you saw me and Jeremiah bring over a tree to our friend's house to replace the one they had to tear down. And in exchange, she actually gave us a rose bush that was not doing too well. It was in a heavily shaded area and basically just brittle, falling apart. And so I'm seeing if I can rescue it today. And also, we have another rose bush that is, I don't know if it was planted there directly or it kind of just sprung up wildly, but there's another rose bush that needs to be moved that's on our clothesline. So we're going to be planting two of them side by side on our gazebo back there. And then the idea is to eventually make a trellis and have those bad boys climb up on it and look all cool and fancy. So here is the other rose bush, and this one has already bloomed. I didn't deadhead it. Maybe I could get extra blooms that way. Yeah, so here's a close-up of the other tree. Unfortunately, I probably should have planted it yesterday, but I did give it water twice. Yeah, you can see like this whole branch here is completely dead, and that needs to be pruned. But I definitely want to get it in the ground first and have it established over the next couple days before I do any sort of pruning to it. Anyway, so let's get started. I love this shovel. Ugh. It goes deep. Ugh. Hard to get out. Ow. Love roses, but not a huge fan of their thorns. This plant has definitely stabbed me in the butt a couple times walking by. Especially when we put the bird netting on this bed.
Driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway. The night is sweet, 1,000 stars. I'm driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway. The night is sweet, 1,000 stars. Should I stay with you? I know.
So that was part of the old rose that got pruned off for whatever reason. And this right here must be some fresh damage, but I don't remember digging that close to the root, but we'll see if this beauty survives. Alright, so next step, I'm gonna dig up the turf in these two spots and then dig a hole.
Wanna build a home of love and light with you. I wanna build a home. A harvest moon it is, playing in the car. The good old Neil Young is on my side once again. I can see your eyes and I can feel your pulse.
those of you who are wondering why did I dig up the turf before digging a hole, the reason is because we've had 4 tree stumps ground on this property earlier this year, and we did put some grass seed in them, but obviously there's holes. So we just take the turf and fill in the gaps, basically.
Your beating heart gives me the rhythm. Should I stay with you? I know.
Hey babe, I need help.
What?
There's a big root.
Big root?
I need you to saw it.
You love me?
Yes, I love you.
Okay, sure, do
My minion's coming to help me.
it. Minion.
Here's my minion!
So, doesn't that work here?
I'm trying to get a nice visual, so let me get this out a little bit. So, you can saw it. There, shoot below!
Should I stay for more? Should I stay with you? I know now. Don't wanna leave anymore. I wanna bail her home.
So this is the route that we're currently working on that's in our way. Almost to the point where we can start using the saw. Your arm is shaking so much. I'm just imagining like this
My
being
vision going.
No, I'm imagining us fast forwarding this and it's just gonna look even worse. Maybe get the chainsaw?
That's my next bet.
Yeah. Well, while he's working on that, I'm gonna start working on the other hole to see if we have the same problem.
Still gonna bring you.
You're gonna have brain damage? So the second hole went a lot more smoothly. Thankfully, this big root took the hard left or right, but it missed the second hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the rose bush in that one while Jeremiah gets the chainsaw together to get that guy out. All right, so the first thing going in is a bucket of compost. So put that in there. So we're also taking another gamble here because we're not even entirely sure if these are in fact climbing roses. I suspect this one is a little bit more likely to be a climbing rose just because it's wanting to climb on the clothesline back there. But the one we got from our friend looks a little bit more bushy than climbing. But again, it was in a heavily shaded area, so it really didn't have the opportunity to do what it wanted to do. So by transplanting it over here, where it's definitely going to get more sun, we can see how it's going to act and go from there. Also, right here to my right and on that side are 2 Arabian jasmine plants. And they don't look so hot right now because I had them in containers for a little bit and it didn't rain as much as I'd like it. So they got a little bit crispy, but they are definitely bouncing back now that they've been in the ground. And I've been watering them even though it's been almost drought-like. But these are also vining plants, and I believe these get about 12 feet or so. So that'll be interesting to see what it's like once we have all the additional trellises around this bad boy. Alright, so the last and my favorite step is to mulch. Moved her. Hopefully we didn't do even more damage. It was already kind of shaky, but is what it is. So right now we're trying to get as much dirt away from it as possible, so that way we can use the chainsaw to get the root out, because chainsaw and dirt don't mix.
Stuck. A little. Okay.
Yeah, we can let it dry. Come back in a couple hours. Alright, to be continued. And that took 2 seconds. Woohoo!
It didn't really get it wet either.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Rinsing the log, the root first was a good idea.
Yay for good ideas. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
So we finally cleared that giant root from the hole, so now I can finally get the rescued rose bush out and into the ground. So here's the bush again. This is kind of a homemade contraption for transporting plants, and I think it's really cool. So you just take off the bottom. I do hate the lids though.
Oh,
I have just found an Acme whistle made in England within the dirt. And it says 200 and a half. I'm not sure what that is. This will be interesting to look up later. Alright, I think this thus far concludes our rose rescue video. Eventually that bed will look more like the furthest bed. I just have another mystery plant to put in here first, and then they will be all matchy-matchy. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed our video, and definitely there will be further updates to see how these two rose bushes are doing, whether they are actually climbing roses or bush roses. You know, that will yet to be determined, and especially that one back there, if they're gonna make it with their, you know, rocky root system that they have now. All right, later. Bye.